Hello, welcome to S&S Pigskin Picks. We are recapping Monday Night Football action. It was Miami 23, the Los Angeles Rams 15, and it was kind of a boring game, but we're going to recap it anyways. Any thoughts on this game from you, Jer?
Man, 5 field goals from the Rams that are supposed to be rejuvenated. Kind of disappointed. It kind of puts a damper on this exciting race in the NFC West now. Kind of a two-horse race now with the 49ers and the Cards. I don't really see Seattle or the Rams coming back now to win that division.
No. Rams do have Patriots next week. That might help. And I think Miami has Vegas next week at home. So I think these interesting races are all just revving up, right? Everything's just
yeah, I couldn't help it. I already took Jaguars plus 20 and Raiders plus 14.
Wow, that's pretty good numbers.
So, yeah, right? Like if you can't cover like almost a 3-score spread, something's wrong.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think Trevor Lawrence should be playing in that Jacksonville game, but yeah, there's so many tight spreads next week. I think a lot of the big public teams are facing each other, like Washington and Philly and Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and KC and Buffalo. So yeah, it's crazy. But I think Dolphins defense looked pretty good. Obviously, they didn't let up a touchdown. The offense wasn't exactly popping off, but Miami did their thing. They ran the ball pretty decent, and Jalen Waddle had a couple of nice plays. And Miami, I think, they didn't really have any pressure on them, right? All the pressure was on the Rams here. They're in the division race. They had won 4. Was it 4 in a row or 3 in a row? I think it was maybe 3.
Something crazy.
Right.
They got their ass kicked the Cardinals, and then they turned things around, and then
Yeah, they had a bye week, and then they started picking it up, but still disappointing. But yeah, they get to face New England next week in New England. That should help things out. Let's take a peek at the Week 11 lines here and get some thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah, I can't wait for the Thursday night game. It's my team, the Philadelphia Eagles, going in. We're going to be going hard. We're at home.
What are you leaning?
Going hard. We're going to have to go hard against the Washington Commanders. Spoiler alert, I do have the Washington Commanders already in 2 different teasers, plus 10.5. It's just too juicy of a number for me not to jump on it. I hope they don't win, but yeah.
Right.
That's I really like it. It's going to be a great game. It's going to tell the tale of the NFC East. I'm calling it now. I don't really see the Giants or the Cowboys getting out of the holes they're in. So it's another, again, a 2-horse race between these Commanders, which just had a tough loss against Pittsburgh, and the Eagles, which seem to have found their stride and going. So let's see.
Eagles are undefeated when A.J. Brown plays, so that's a pretty good sign. And the total's 49. I think it should be a shootout, you would think, but these Thursday night games are usually like sloppy in the beginning, and then it picks up in the second half. So
the weather in Philadelphia, who knows, right?
Yeah, I would have a slight lean to the Eagles here, just because it's a short week. They'll be at home, and Commanders are coming off that tight loss. Philadelphia basically had a bye week last week against Dallas. Let's get your thoughts on this big AFC North clash. It's Paul Steelers hosting the Ravens. The spread's
double digits. Strikes again.
The spread is -3. I'm pretty sure you teased up Pittsburgh to plus 10.
10.5. I got.
Oh, okay. Even better.
So even if they lose by 10, I still get it. I really love that number. I had to jump on it right away. Steelers could win this straight up. but that's just too wide of a spectrum on the game not to take that. So, you
Exactly. Division game at home. Yeah, you got to grab those
boom,
points.
love it.
I agree. And then this next game. This next game's interesting. New Orleans Saints are hosting the Browns off of a bye. Spread was -2 for New Orleans, and now it's gone down to +1. I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts on this game. I was hoping to tease up Cleveland, but it's too late now. So, any lean one way or the other on this kind of ugly affair?
Is the Jameis that showed up against Baltimore going to come in, and is Nick Chubb going to find his groove? New Orleans kind of looked like they had some spark back, but then they got held. I don't know if that's just a hats off to Atlanta's defense or just their offense just fizzling out. It's pretty well a game of the WEAK. It's really tough for me. If you had to make me choose, I guess it's the home team, the New Orleans Saints. I know Cleveland's coming off the bye, but I just
slight revenge game for famous Jameis, because remember when he played for the Saints? I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but the coach told him to kneel the ball, and then he went and scored a touchdown anyways. He didn't care. I just found that funny, but let's move along to NFC North clash. Packers laying 6 to the Bears, who have looked like crap. Packers are coming off a bye week. Is -6 the play here, Jer? What are you thinking?
Mr. Double Digits strikes again.
Okay.
-13? +13.5.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm hoping the Bears are embarrassed by the last 2 games they played. They're at home. It's a divisional game, and at least lose 20-7. It's not like, I'm not asking for much. But other than that, Packers should come in there and roll. They have to, coming off.
It's a bit of a low total.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a low total, so I guess they're expecting Chicago's defense to step up. Maybe Caleb can make a few throws. Here's the Jets laying 3.5 to the Colts. Obviously, the Jets are coming off humiliating loss. I don't know if many people are going to be laying 3.5 with the Jets, but I don't know. Indy doesn't look that great either themselves, right? So I guess I would have to lean Jets here, but I don't like it. Many thoughts on this game for you?
Well, DD strikes again. Colts plus 10.5. I love the number. Got it early. And I don't really expect them to win. I think the Jets, I don't know why, but I expect the Jets to make some sort of run at the last playoff spot. And right now it's Denver's, but the Jets do have a favorable schedule down the pipe. So
that's what they say, but I mean, they keep losing these winnable games, right? The only games they've really won are the Thursday night games, right? So and then we have Detroit laying 13 to Jacksonville. I know you already have the +20 or +20.5 with Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus
3
20.
touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, right?
So
you know what? I think it might be a little bit of a letdown spot for for Detroit. They might just squeak away with a 10-point victory. Who knows? Trevor Lawrence should play for Jacksonville. So an interesting Rams Patriots not on the board right now, but I'm pretty sure it'll be -4.5 for the Rams. You would think that's pretty much a check mark victory for them. I don't know if they'll cover the 4.5.
And New England's been, they've been sneaky good here and there. So you never know.
Yeah. I like what they're done with Drake May. Drake May's moving the ball.
Yeah.
Right. So
he's giving.
they're not world beaters, but they're underrated. Miami, I think, will be -7 to the Raiders. Raiders will be coming off a bye week. I have to probably lean Miami here. They look decent the last couple of weeks. Raiders aren't really playing for much, and they're playing for a draft pick. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that line moves. I guess it might move up now that Miami won this week. Minnesota laying 6 at the lowly Titans. I'm assuming you took Minnesota +1, or did you lay off?
No. Oh, no. I got Minnesota pick 'em.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
Minnesota pick
It's a low
'em.
total. It's a low total, I
Yeah.
guess.
My
Can
favorite
Tennessee
tease
score
up
on
of
this
the week
Minnesota defense?
is Kansas City +9.5. I think it's a great number. Even if they lose that game, I don't think they're going to lose it by more than a touchdown. So,
Yeah. I mean, that's going to
Vikings
be
have
the
been
number.
sloppy. Vikings have been
That's
really
gonna be
sloppy lately. If it wasn't for their defense, they wouldn't have such a good record. Titans, Calvin Ridley has been released a little bit here, a couple touchdowns last game. So let's see. Let's see if
could be a live
Brian Flores can keep the Vikings on the path.
Yeah. Well, Brian Flores is doing a lot better than Brian Callahan and for Tennessee. This is an interesting game, I think. Denver laying 2 to Atlanta. I'm going to lean Denver here. I like what they saw from them last week. And besides that Baltimore game, they've been pretty solid all year. Atlanta, I don't know what happened in that New Orleans game, but they came out just like looking like a CFL team or whatever, right? But yeah, my lean would be to Denver. I might tease up Atlanta, though. I'm not sure. So not sure what you're thinking on that one.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that if Denver destroyed Tampa Bay and all these other teams in the division, I think one of these teams is going to fare good against Denver. And Atlanta really needs to get back on the roll and in the dominant position in their division. If they can pull out a road victory against the lowly Broncos, which they have been playing good some weeks, but they're down. They're 500 now. To slip under 500, it's pretty easy. Give me the Falcons.
Okay, and then we have SF laying 6.5 in a divisional game to the Seahawks. Seahawks coming off a bye. I'm really liking the Seahawks plus the points here. I think SF is being priced on past years SF, and yeah, I didn't love what I saw from that defense, and they were turning the ball over. And I like Mike McDonald to come off a bye and show up at least. And doubt DK Metcalf will play, but yeah, that's my. I don't know what you're leaning SF or.
The formula we talk about all the time. You're at home, you're -3 before you're even talking about stuff. Seattle's last game against the 49ers, they got embarrassed at home. So they're thinking, with Seattle off a bye, maybe, they still lose, but only by a little bit more. I got San Francisco pick them because I don't really like this game, but I do expect San Francisco to roll and compete in their division. So, so I like them, pick them.
Okay. And how about this is probably the clash of the week, if not the year. Buffalo hosting KC, laying 2.5. I know a lot of people will be teasing up Kansas City over a touchdown, like we were saying before. I don't know if I have a lean either way, but maybe a slight lean to Kansas City plus the points. I mean, I could see Buffalo maybe winning by 1 or 2 and getting that.
Yeah. Like I said, I got Kansas City plus 9.5 on a couple of bets. Really like him in the teaser. That being said, I think Buffalo's rolling, and I always talk about Buffalo. I really like them. So I hope Buffalo breaks their winless streak, and then they smarten up, and then they.
Well, Buffalo beats them in the regular season.
Yeah.
Buffalo's beat them the last 2 times in the regular season. It's just the playoffs they keep losing to them, right? When it counts. This game is also another small spread. Really interesting game here. Chargers laying only 1.5 to the Bengals. Bengals are, I guess, coming off a mini bye week after playing Thursday night. I don't know. I would have to lean Chargers here? Because I mean,
I
think
teased up the Bengals. I got them +9.
okay.
I did, I was hoping to get 10, but I didn't. But I still like them to compete. They're really fighting for their playoff lives here. I'd really like to see them pull off the miracle comeback to from no one's ever made it to they make it. So 0-4, so teams never made it. So let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna love that if that happens. Great.
And on Monday night, we got the Battle of Texas. The Texans laying 7.5 to the bum-ass Cowboys.
Once mighty Battle of Texas. Oh man, like if this was happening last year, it would have been a great matchup.
Yeah, it would have.
Now it's just Jerry. Jerry. What's
there's rumors of Trey Lance starting,
and just all this.
Yeah, there's rumors of Trey Lance starting over Cooper Rush. I don't know if that's good or bad for Dallas. Probably can't be any worse.
Throw him out there, see what happens. Yeah. They're gonna have to make a decision on this guy sooner. They're gonna hold the clipboard the whole time. Then they're gonna say, "Oh, you didn't look very good in practice, kid." Like they're gonna have to throw him out there. So why not? Houston should rebound from that embarrassing up 23-7 at the half and don't score a single point. I'm sure they're going to be pissed. I'm sure they're going to have family, friends, close. It's close. I'm not sure how close Houston and Dallas is, but I'm sure they can drive. So I think there'll be some
interstate
Texans fans. A good contingent of Texans fans, and plus pissed off Cowboys fans that are just gonna be quiet. So
well, that talk they don't have to worry about the sun shining into the stadium because it'll be a primetime game. But I'm going to lean the lowly ass Cowboys here +7.5. I just don't see Texans blowing them out. Texans offense has just been limping, minus that first half they had last week. And, Cowboys, they got to show some heart here. It's a primetime game. They still have CeeDee Lamb. They still have some talent, Micah Parsons. So show up, lose by a touchdown. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. We'll have probably more thoughts on that
Houston
one.
Gets Nico Collins back, and, it's a little bit
he should play. He should play. He should play. Okay, well, those were our leans for Week 11. We'll be back for our pick show on Wednesday, and we'll throw in a little bonus Grey Cup CFL pick for all of our friends north of the border and anyone else who's a fan. And, that pretty much wraps it up. And we will catch everyone next time on S&S Pigskin